Oh, there you are. There's Chris.
In the forest with lots of green around me. That's what I like. I plan on having lots of green around me tonight.
Just stay out there, quarantine yourself in the forest with a lot of green.
A lot of green.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
So Robin Hood guys, I forget who you mentioned before, but you
I think it was Jordan
one.
Phillips. I think I mentioned on your Arizona Cardinals, right?
So who are some other, under the radar guys who maybe we're not talking about that could be a huge sign? We're talking about them, week 9 or something like that.
Well, there's a few that jump out to me, and I want to make sure I got my list here just totally ready here. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Let me just make sure. Sorry, wrong text I'm on here.
I had one with Michael Brockers. You already talked about him. But he might be a little too high profile.
No, that's the kind of guys I'm talking about when we talk about like this whole topic. It's guys that didn't get any like media attention, notoriety. No, he's not a household name, Michael Brockers, but just a guy that's been, an absolute ass kicker the last few years. So you mentioned Jordan Phillips of the Arizona Cardinals. That would be one guy right off the bat that jumps out to me. All right. DJ Reader, Cincinnati Bengals. I know you've heard me talk about him before, but when you talk about some of the best nose tackles, shade nose tackles in all of football, DJ Reader is one of those guys. To me, that was a great signing by the Cincinnati Bengals. 4 years, $53 million. Not going to ever have a lot of sacks, not going to ever have a lot of tackles, but he's going to make a mess of things for opposing offenses, and that's his real value. Shaun Robinson, Los Angeles Rams. Rams are kind of, as we know, they're kind of retooling their team right now. Shaun played in Detroit. Think he was kind of in and out of the doghouse with Matt Patricia a lot. But man, big, huge, athletic human being who I've seen enough for me to go, ooh, he gets coached right and gets in a place that, maybe he likes better or whatever. I would say watch out for him. I mean, I always thought he was special coming out of Alabama, and I think he was pretty damn good when he did play up in Detroit. So I like that a lot, all right? Those are my 3D tackles. Jimmy Ward with the 49ers. You mentioned him in your top 5. Like, Jimmy Ward, to me, is like the honey badger for the Kansas City Chiefs. He can do everything. He's got an attitude, and he flies around the field that I just don't think he kind of gets the attention and value he should out there. And I think they got him at a pretty affordable deal. I mean, what was it, 3 years, $28 million, something like that. For that Seattle defense you're playing, you need a guy in that back end who can fly around like Earl Thomas. He's their Earl Thomas. Another safety, Sean Davis from Pittsburgh, went to the Washington Redskins. Man, Sean Davis is a special athlete. Him paired up with Landon Collins, ooh, I just would go watch out. Sean Davis is one of those guys, Ahmed, that again, like Jimmy Ward or a honey badger, can really do everything. Was a college corner that got moved to safety. I mean, to me, great tackler, great speed and athleticism. He's going to change around that defense in Washington. It's a 1 year, $5 million deal, if I remember correctly, but big time there. And then 2 more I got, all right? One, this is a bigger name. Robert Quinn of the Bears. I don't know why, but I feel like people in Chicago are down on it. And I want to go, why? I mean, Robert Quinn with Akeem Hicks and Eddie Goldman and Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody out there. He's better than Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd might have been younger, okay, and maybe a little more versatile in the things he could do. But if you want a pure pass rusher, Robert Quinn's still special. I mean, Robert Quinn was the best pass rusher on the Cowboys last year. He was better than DeMarcus Lawrence. And they didn't pay, huge money for him. So that was one where I don't understand the negative backlash I've seen kind of on social media about that signing. I think there's a real value there, and that makes that front four scary. And then my last one, because this team's always got Robin Hoods, is Damir Bird, all right, receiver that the Patriots signed from Arizona, who got hurt a little last year, but early on in the year, it was kind of like Kyler Murray's go-to guy. To me, he's perfect New England material. Can just do everything. He's not going to be a superstar, but he'll be one of those guys next year we look up and go, man, who is this Damir Bird guy? Where'd they find him? He's really good. He just fits the mold to me. So there's my list of Robin Hoods so far here in free agency.
I've got 3 more to tack on here.
Awesome.
See if you agree.
Yeah.
One was Joe Schobert.
Okay.
He signed with the Jaguars. He's definitely not you were describing some athletic players out there. He is not that. But
he's still pretty damn good, though. He's pretty
durable,
damn athletic.
productive.
Right.
I think he led the Browns in tackles this past year.
Yep.
5-year deal with the Jaguars, so that's kind of interesting to me. The Packers signed a guy with a little bit of an injury history. Christian Kirksey, 27-year-old, 2-year deal from Cleveland.
Right. I like that. I mean, he's physical. He's a thumper. They needed more of that type of a, he's athletic still, but I think he plays the run better and with a more aggressive downhill style than they had in Blake Martinez, who left and got signed by the Giants. So I'm with you. That was one that jumped out to me too, Ahmed. I like that as well.
He's a good team guy, too. I was reading up on him a little bit more. He's a former captain at Iowa, and he was a team captain for the Browns in 2018. He was just 25 years old. And so when healthy out there, really well respected, and hopefully he can stay on the field for the Packers. And the last one was that Denver acquisition, not a free agent signing, but when they traded for Jarrell Casey for the 7th-round pick from Tennessee. Had a shoulder injury last year, but he's been key for Tennessee over the last 9 years, and that could be huge for Denver.
Definitely. They don't have a, interior disruptor like that. So that's going to be, they got some guys and like DeMarcus Walker, and there's another player I'm forgetting about that I like who, they drafted a kid from Ohio State last year who have potential, but again, I think what you're seeing too there. First off, to only trade a 7th-round pick, for Jarrell Casey, all it was is if you like the player and you got the money, he's good for you. So he fits them. But what we're seeing in the AFC West is a demand on defense by the other 3 teams not named the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos improved their defense. And you go, wow, Broncos. Casey, Von Miller, Bradley Chubb's going to be back next year. You start to look at that front four and you go, holy crap, that's good. Chargers have improved their defense. Raiders have improved their defense. And I think that's all the Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes factor going on out there.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.